Alright, what's happening, family? L.A.R movement still moving. I'm off today, so I'm finna get into some things, and I can finally be candid. I'll tell you that maybe at the end of this. But, first thing, blogs is about read the Bible from cover to cover. This is why I say that. At the end of the day, we're reading the Bible the same way slaves read it. Doesn't matter what race you are. Read the shit from cover to cover. If you watch a movie and the movie's 2 hours long and you wind up walking in on it when it's 45 minutes into the movie and you see a piece and you walk off, and then you come back when it's an hour and 22 minutes into it and you see a piece and you walk off, and then you see the end, you know, if you think you know how the movie ends and what got from point A to point B to point C from A to Z, you know you don't. You know you got to sit down and watch the whole movie if it interests you. So if religion interests you that much, and every Sunday you go into church and they say, okay, read Matthew, okay, now read Deuteronomy, okay, now read Genesis, okay, why? It's a reason why you can go to church your whole fucking life and you've never in your life, have you seen somebody go from Genesis to Revelations? In your grandparents' life, in your parents' life, you haven't sat there for you know what, we're going to start with this one and we ain't going to stop until we're done with the whole thing, for a reason. We pick and choose and sin because we pick and choose in which part of the Bible we gonna watch. We pick and choose character because we pick and choose in the parts that we check on character. We pick and choose in situations because we're watching and reading in situations. And some things don't apply to others. I said this plenty of times before. Don't just because you read 2 verses and you can read 2 verses 300 pages later and they can be related, don't mean they're related in the way somebody's telling you. Okay? The Alpha and Omega. It's going to begin like this, it's going to end like this. Let's get real. How the hell you know how it's going to begin and it's going to end if you ain't read the shit? Just what? How you going to believe in a God and say you love a God and you follow a God, but you ain't even followed page 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 in order? Fuck are you doing? Huh? Seriously. And I don't mean to be rude, but I gotta be now. I can be now. So, you know, that's the issue. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna understand if you never took it into consideration that maybe I shouldn't read the New Testament and go back to the Old Testament and go back to the New Testament and go back to the Old? Maybe it's in order for a reason. So what, the version ain't translated correctly all the way, but it's still in the same order? Think about it.